Welcome, good deal travelers. Today we're going to talk about our trip to French Polynesia, Tahiti and Bora Bora, and these are the top 10 tips to help make your trip even better. At number 10, we recommend that you guys rent a car on your own. We rented from Hertz. It was only about like 60 to 80 total for the renting and the miles that you have to pay. I think it was like 50 cents per mile, or was it $1 a mile, somewhere in there, plus it's $10 worth of gas. The reason why I recommend that you guys rent a car instead of going on groups is you have these amazing places all to yourselves. We went to the Farumai waterfalls, and usually this is a busy tourist destination where all the tour buses go here and all the groups will go here. But we had this amazing place to ourselves for about an hour before anyone else showed up.
So when you get to the waterfalls, you can actually go down into the waterfalls. So I definitely recommend bringing yourself like another pair of shoes, preferably water shoes.
Definitely water shoes.
So you can. So it was kind of jagged rocks in there. So make sure you protect your feet. And it was a great day trip that we took for ourselves.
With our car, we also were able to go to this really neat beach called Venus Point.
It's actually a park that the locals go to, and it had a black sand, and it had this amazing scenery. You could go very far into the water, and it was very shallow.
Yeah.
I think even the deepest part, I was still able to walk, and I'm not that tall, so it was very easy to get to with a car, and a ton of people go there.
I just wanted to add the benefit of having a car at Venus Point was that this place had amazing sunsets, and you don't need to be on a schedule from your tour group. Basically, I looked around at where all the tour groups go to, and then we just did it on our own.
It was a lot easier to get around with a car. And how was it driving on the roads in Papeete?
Yeah, the roads were very easy to drive on. Whenever you rent a car in a different country than where you're from, you're always not sure about like traffic laws. How do people drive there? I would not dare to drive in China or something. But it was very easy to drive around Papeete.
Okay. Number 9 is going to be where to shop for groceries in Papeete. So we were in Papeete for a few days, and we went to check out Carrefour, which is a large supermarket, sort of like French version of Walmart, and they have everything. Like they had everything from bakery items to fresh fruits, fresh vegetables. They had souvenirs that you could buy, or lotions or stuff like that. So everything you need you can find. The prices in Carrefour were comparable to the US and were the cheapest all around of all the places we looked at. So including things like water, juices,
alcohol.
And the alcohol, you can also get alcohol there, so very cheaply. So definitely recommend a trip to Carrefour. Bring like some sort of bag with you, because they do charge for bags. So in Carrefour you can also get pre-packaged meals. So because we were going on our own day trip to the waterfalls, we went there to get some pre-packaged food. So there were chicken legs there for sale for I think $3 each. That was a really good meal. So we bought some chicken legs and some juices, and that made for a fantastic lunch for our waterfall day trip.
We stayed at the Hilton in Papeete, and that was a big benefit to get to Carrefour because there was a bridge that connects the Hilton right to Carrefour. You don't even need to cross the street or anything.
And that would have been a difficult street to cross. It was one of those very wide streets with cars going both directions, and there was no stop sign.
Our number 8 tip is definitely check out the market in Papeete. It's one of those places that all the locals shop at as well as the tourists shop at. However, if you do go, make sure you go early, and not early like 9 a.m. early, but like 5 a.m., 6 a.m. early.
They're really, I think, early birds in the market. I think we actually, on our first day there, we went at around 8 a.m. and people were just wrapping things up. So we were surprised, but I think if you are able to make it out by like 6 or 7, if you wake up early due to the time difference and whatnot, and I think that would be a great place to check out. They have a variety of, fruits, vegetables. If you're just looking to buy some small souvenirs, they also have that. Oh, and then in the market, we got a fresh coconut, and the lady like pulled out a machete and just like chopped it up right in front of us, and so I walked around with a fresh coconut. It was really good. I think it was around $3.
Number 7, on your way to Bora Bora from Papeete, sit on the left side of the plane.
And you want to sit towards the front as well.
Carrie found this tip on the internet, and then when we sat on the left side of the plane, there was propellers there that kind of blocked our view. But then when we made a stop in one of the other islands, Raiatea. Right. So people got off the plane. We were able to move up front, and then we got these amazing views going into Bora Bora of the overwater bungalows.
On the right side of the plane, you will not unfortunately be able to see anything other than the ocean. So if you can, because boarding is random, so it's as early as you can to get in line, so you can get the first pick on the seats.
Yeah, we took Air Tahiti, which is just sit wherever you want.
Yes.
But in order. But if you go through Air Tahiti Nui, then you can pick your seat.
Okay. So then left is preferred. Yes.
Tip number 6 is specific to the Conrad Bora Bora. If you go and you are a Diamond member, you can certainly expect an upgrade. We got an amazing upgrade. I booked the base room with points, and then they upgraded us to the pool overwater villa, which is worth like $3,500 per night. And if you are a Hilton Diamond member, you also get free breakfast for 2.
What's the breakfast worth if you were to pay it out of your
The breakfast was $50 per person if you were to pay out of pocket. I have another video on how to become Hilton Diamond, and you just need this credit card called the Hilton Aspire credit card, and we were able to get 3 nights at the Conrad Bora Bora, used points only, and we got these amazing upgrades.
Number 5, where to get your water in Bora Bora. So Bora Bora, is an island, and everything tends to be pretty expensive, and especially in these resorts. So if you were to order a bottle of water at dinner, for example, it would be a $10 a bottle.
They give you Evian bottle.
They do give you Evian bottle, but it might add up real quick. And for us, they also gave us 2 bottles of water a day, but that's not enough, to last the whole day. So we actually go to the gym, and there is a water cooler there, and you can fill up on free cold water, all day long. So I definitely recommend that, so you don't blow your budget on something like water and use it for something else more fun.
That's a great tip for all hotels too, not just the Conrad at Bora Bora, but every hotel that you go to, whether it's in the States or overseas, you can always get free water in the gym. Tip number 4, bring your own snorkel mask and floatie to Bora Bora. Our hotel and every hotel that I've read so far has a ton of great snorkeling right by your resort in Bora Bora. As soon as we jumped into the water, we can see fish swimming all around us, and bringing our own snorkel masks really helped bring out that experience.
We also brought our own floatie, which was really fun if you just want to lounge around in the pool or in the ocean. The hotel actually will help you blow it up. We didn't know this at the time, so we were blowing it up ourselves, which took a while. But if you bring your own floatie, and they come pretty compressed. I think I bought a $10 floatie, and it's just extra fun, and it looks great for the pictures.
Our number 3 tip is to bring your own alcohol to French Polynesia.
So alcohol on Bora Bora is very expensive, like everything else, and a regular drink in our hotel was $30, which was $15 at happy hour. So $15 for happy hour drink is quite expensive. And
you only had 1 hour to get the $15 drinks, to have the privilege of paying for the $15 cocktail.
So instead, we were in San Francisco, and we bought a bunch of smaller size bottles.
Yeah, the sample size
bottles, and we just put that in the not carry on, in the check-in bag, and we saved so much money by doing that.
Yeah, and if you happen to not be able to, there's grocery stores on the island that you can buy, but there's no like sample size, so chances are you're you're buying a bigger bottle that you might not be able to finish. But you know, I like a variety of whiskeys and rums, but if you just buy one of those like those small bottles.
Number 2 is where to get your groceries in Bora Bora. And like Jimmy was saying, you can go to a different island. We went to Papeete, and there is a grocery store on there called Chin Lee, and actually they were very good. They had a lot of items and for pretty reasonable prices. So instead of shelling out hundreds of dollars for a meal every day at our hotel, we actually for our lunches we usually got a prepackaged meal from the supermarket.
They had some really good meals there, the prepackaged meals. What were some of the ones we got?
I think we got roast duck.
Yeah,
there was chicken. There was fried rice.
Yeah, their fried rice was really good.
Yeah,
very impressed. The Hainanese chicken.
And they were very reasonably priced. I think it was about $12. 12,
right.
13.
Compared to your resort and what they were charging for food. Like the Conrad was, it was like a $40 for a pizza.
Yes, $40 pizza, and I think any small entree at any of the Conrad restaurants were 50 and above. So
yeah, so it was really helpful to bring these prepackaged foods back to the resort with us. I think one night we just ate dinner with some of the prepackaged foods that we got. Our number 1 tip is on the subject of Tahitian black pearls.
So Tahitian black pearls are unique to the region, and they're very beautiful. You can actually, even though the name says black pearl, they come in a variety of colors. You can go from the price range of I think $100 to like tens of thousands of dollars in the same store. And we did a little bit of research on what would be a real pearl. That was the biggest concern,
because we were seeing like prices of $40, and some prices were in the tens of thousands. So we were like, what's making them different? How do you make sure that it's something real, not fake? So what did you find out whenever we researched this on how to buy a quality pearl?
So given our budget, which was not a huge budget, I wanted to buy something that looks nice, but that didn't cost an arm and a leg. So I went for those sort of imperfect pearls. Those are those pearls with some small minor imperfection, and those are typically real pearls. They cost a lot less from the perfectly round pearls that you think of. So actually in pearl buying, too perfect of a pearl is probably a fake one, especially if the price is too cheap.
Right, if it's too perfectly round with no imperfections, probably fake.
And another tip is you can click 2 pearls together to see ding ding and see what sounds they make. If it's a high-pitched sound, it's more likely that it's a genuine pearl. And if it's very cheap, it's very round and makes a rather dull sound, like a lower pitched sound, it's probably a fake pearl. So we did see something like that for like $45 for like a pretty round looking one, probably fake. You can actually get those pearls custom made. So in a couple of pearl shops we visited, they had just the pearls, and then you can pick your own setting, pick your own style, metal. So that's very helpful. We actually didn't buy any in Papeete, but I think there was some very decent shops there. I actually ended up buying these pearls at very last minute, right before we left for the French Polynesia for a slightly higher price, I believe, than if you were to get them custom made either in Papeete or Papeete.
How much were these, Carrie?
The necklace was actually only $80. You can't see it, but there's some minor imperfections on the necklace, and but it still looked very nice. And the ring was I think about $200. So I think that's a decent price, and I have loved it, so I've been wearing it a lot. So those are our top 10 tips for traveling to French Polynesia.
Thanks for watching Good Deal Traveler. We'll see you guys next time.